Hello, my name is Ines Nastali, and I'm a Senior Maritime Data Expert at S&P Global. And I'm here at TPM 24 with Mike DeAngelis, the Head of Ocean at FourKites. Mike, welcome.
Hello, Ines. Thank you for having me.
How has ocean container tracking changed over the past years?
When the container tracking first started, it was very much just trying to take data from various ocean carriers and normalizing that data and being able to sequence the data in a logical manner so that a customer who has 5 different carriers can have a singular experience on being able to understand where their freight is no matter which carrier it's being shipped with. So at that point in time, it really was just truly container tracking.
And how has that evolved over the past few years?
So what we've seen in the last few years is a layering of data sources. So taking not just the data from the ocean carrier, but really taking data as well from sources like the ports and terminals, sources such as drayage companies, and making sure that we're layering that data so that the customer has more of an end-to-end visibility experience and not just a port-to-port container tracking experience. I would add on that to say, as it's further progressed, we're actually now seeing a blending of data sources. So this means we're taking the data from multiple parties that may have the same data points and making sure that we're using a business logic to say, I've received this data point from an ocean carrier, but I've also going to receive it from the terminal, and I can infer data using IoT, using AIS data for vessels, and geofencing to be able to say, well, actually, that data point and that data point I'm not going to use. I'm going to use my own data point that I've inferred from a completely different set of data, which may actually be more accurate and more timely.
What are you hearing from your ocean customers, how their needs are evolving?
So from our ocean customers, we're really sensing that they're looking for true multimodal visibility. So not just tracking a container on the ocean, but all of the various legs. So being able to track, from the warehouse at origin to the port. Of course, the ocean move is important, but also getting off at destination. And then you might have a dray move from there. You might get on the rail. So really, it's making sure that you have all of the modes, in one progression so that you don't have to go to various different UIs or various different websites to be able to collect all of that data. As well, we're seeing that there's a demand for order visibility. So not only knowing the container number or the carrier booking number, but really being able to relate the orders that you have as a customer that really are how, you as a company, communicate to each other internally, not via container numbers, but via what are the sales orders or the various orders numbers for the shipment. So being able to associate those order numbers with the ocean shipments and the container and master bill, we see that as a demand from our customers. And I think having actionable insights are what customers are also looking for providers such as ourselves to supply it to them. So being able to understand that a shipment is delayed is one thing. Knowing that it's going to incur demurrage or detention charges and starting to be able to action that before you're incurring those charges is something that I think is very valuable to our customers and something that our customers are asking about.
Yeah, understandable. And we've seen, obviously, a lot of regulation changes to do with detention and demurrage recently and over the past few years.
Correct, and I think it will be continuing, a topic of avoiding costs, whether that is penalties for late deliveries or charges related to having containers out too long or on the port too long.
And what do you see for the future of ocean visibility?
So I think we're going to see an inclusion of additional data sources that really have just matured in the last, say, 5 years. So like IoT devices on containers will provide, a new set of data points, both about the location of the container, but also the condition of the freight inside of the container, whether the container's been opened, whether there's been any shock to the container. So being able to bring these data points in will allow for an even better experience for that customer because it's more, again, than just where is my container? It's also what's the condition of the freight that I have inside of that container. And I think they're also looking for higher levels of efficiency. Since the customers are looking for this higher level of efficiency, the future I see, even at the present now, that generative AI will be used. We have Fin AI on our side at FourKites that allows a customer, for example, to see all of their shipments with one query that might be delayed due to the Red Sea crisis, might be delayed due to the draft restrictions at Panama Canal. So it really, I think, allows them not only to get data, say, in one UI in one place, but to get data, just by making a simple query.
Excellent. That sounds like you have an exciting year ahead. So thank you for sitting down with me today.
Thank you as well. Pleasure to be here.
I've been sitting down with Mike DeAngelis, the head of Ocean at FourKites.